Live from Waterford and Dungarvan, this is Waterford at 1 News.
Good afternoon, I'm Sinead Aherne. Today's top stories: a body has been discovered during the search for Nora Quarren in Malaysia. Leaving cert students from Waterford have been finding out what they got in their exams today. 5G has been switched on in Waterford City, and in sport, Dundalk can put themselves one round away from the Europa League group stages this evening. A body has been found in the search for missing Irish teenager Nora Quarren in Malaysia. The 15-year-old was reported missing 10 days ago from the holiday resort where she was staying with her family. Malaysian police have confirmed that the body is female and has white skin and was found just 2 kilometres from where she was last seen. Kim Buckley reports.
15-year-old Nora Quarren was reported missing on the 4th of August by her family, who'd been staying at the Dusan resort around an hour from the capital of Kuala Lumpur. A massive search was launched with over 300 people involved in the operation. Earlier today, Malaysian police confirmed that a body was found 2 kilometres from the resort and that it does resemble Nora. Police Chief Mohammed Mat Yusop says the body has yet to be formally identified.
Well, it's about 1:57 today. One of the search and rescue team found a body which is about 2 kilometers away from the resort. We sent our forensic team and the pathologist to the scene of crime and confirmed there's a body there which resembles Nora. Yet to be confirmed by the family.
The Irish Embassy is in touch with Malaysian authorities after this morning's discovery. Taoiseach and Minister for Foreign Affairs Simon Coveney says he awaits further developments.
We've obviously been speaking to our team in Malaysia. Both the Irish and French embassies have been working very closely together to support the family through an extraordinarily difficult period. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family at a really difficult time.
The Quarren family has been informed and the body has been transferred by helicopter to hospital to be formally identified.
Around 1,800 Waterford students are finding out what they got in the Leaving Search. The results are available from schools or online and are broadly in line with last year. More students than ever are doing higher level subjects, but there's been an increase in people failing ordinary level maths. First round college offers will be made on Thursday. Joaquim picked up his results at Mount Sion Secondary School this morning.
I got 404 points, I think, and I thought, and I got H5 in maths. I thought I failed maths. I'm over the moon, even though I didn't get say what I wanted exactly, but I'm really happy because more likely I still will be going to college and hopefully University of Limerick. Then I'll hopefully study biological and chemical science or food science over there. Just depend on how the CAO goes now.
These students are from St Declan's Community College in Kilmacthomas.
I'm happy enough now, yeah. I'm doing a chef apprenticeship in Cork ETV.
Surprisingly good. I passed everything, which was shocking, and I passed Irish, which was even more shocking. So I was not expecting to pass that at all. I'm doing a PLC course in September. I'm doing a pre-arts degree in Waterford College, and then hopefully I'm getting a place in UCC, which I can defer to next year.
These students are from Girls' School Port Lorga and we're all very happy with their results.
Get on really well, yeah, to be honest with you. It's good crack. Yeah, enjoyed it. It's fairly cathartic, relief, yeah, exactly.
Cuivine Muchon, so Kevin Osperla. Yeah, to my lunch wasta. Yeah, for me na pointy gorma courses, so no my rake can bogus uskadi valoclia in some fanfor.
Fergus Sabrina Sanamdom, female sosta, lema turi.
Katie Gnila Sanamdom. Yeah, to my sosta, to una ermak, una ma. To my giri Frankie Shagus Gwelga yin of Port Larga. To my dolamak, Igor Lonanish, Shagus and Shin Bayer dolamak, an oct.
Clónna Fergín sam fi mé an hosta. Rinne mé beagán níos fear ná mar cheap mé, so sin run má mar gcónaí.
Teacher in the school, Jim Swift, says they all worked very hard.
Yeah, Tomid an hosta agus an bhródúil, very happy and very proud. Our son made iireachta, the amount of effort and stadáir that they all put in, bhí sé harbór.
5G has gone live in 5 cities, including Waterford, making Vodafone the first Irish mobile operator to offer high-speed internet access commercially. From today, it'll be available in parts of Waterford, Cork, Dublin, Galway and Limerick, before being rolled out to other locations in the coming months. 5G is capable of much faster downloads than 4G and 3G technology and can manage larger volumes of data. There are growing health concerns about 5G, but Anne O'Leary, CEO of Vodafone Ireland, claims there's no evidence to support those fears.
We work with the World Health Organisations and all the international health organisations, and there is no evidence of any adverse effects to health because of electromagnetic technology, which is mobile technology. And we keep close to that and we abide by all the standards and all the rules. So it's really just an evolution from 2G to 3G to 4G to 5G.
Beef farmers' incomes are on the floor, according to the president of the Irish Farmers Association. Joe Healy says that some progress has been made following talks to bring the ongoing beef dispute to an end. Various parties met at the Department of Agriculture yesterday for discussions that lasted for 12 hours. Joe Healy has reiterated that one of the most important issues on the table is that farmers get a fair price.
Incomes are on the floor. When you're producing a product, a top quality product, for the consumer, and you're only receiving between 50 cent and €1 below the cost of production, it's not viable, it's not sustainable.
The Little Sisters of the Poor in Waterford say they no longer have any connection with a property on Manor Hill. St Joseph's House was sold by the sisters in 2013 when it could no longer operate as a nursing home. Since then it was used as a school and the development is now on the market again. It's being sold by the new owner. Part of the boundary wall onto Hennessy's Road has collapsed and a local councillor says it's being used as a dumping ground. Thousands of cruise ship passengers are touring Waterford and the wider southeast this afternoon. The largest cruise ship of the season, the Celebrity Silhouette, docked off Dunmorris this morning. Just over 3,000 passengers and more than 1,000 crew members were on board. The passengers are predominantly from the United States, Canada, Australia and the UK. The luxury liner is expected to depart at 7 o'clock this evening. Dunmorris Harbour will be closed to public traffic until then. However, pedestrian access is open. A free 6 weeks programme to empower people after completing cancer treatment starts in County Waterford next month. Survive and Thrive is run by the Murray Keating Foundation and begins at the Park Hotel in Dungarvan on Wednesday, September 11th. The meetings take place from 6:30 to 9 each evening and registration in advance on the Murray Keating website is essential. Helen Forrestal is Director of Nursing with the Murray Keating Foundation.
People feel quite isolated when they finish treatment because I suppose they've been in a scenario where they've met people every day, those who are treating them, the nurses looking after them, but also, patients themselves who are going through the same kind of treatment regimes. And all of a sudden, the end comes and there's a huge isolation in that they are now left in their own world and in their new normal to deal with their life that has changed significantly because of a cancer diagnosis.
She says chronic fatigue is one of the first topics they deal with.
Because it's very real. People, I guess, sometimes feel that it's a short-term problem, but it can actually be a long-term problem in that it doesn't go away straight away and it needs to be managed. The group themselves actually come together and offer their own unique mechanisms to deal with this. The programme also directs people on how to manage it to a degree where it can improve. And that can be around physical activity and, building up their nutritional requirements and having a very healthy diet and maintaining their weight as well.
WLR Sport.
Starting with soccer, where Dundalk can this evening put themselves one round away from the Europa League group stages. Vinnie Perth's side trail Slovan Bratislava 1-0 from the first leg of their third qualifying round tie. Dundalk defender Andy Boyle says they're bringing a positive mindset into tonight's game.
They're a good side and we know what's our task tomorrow. That we have to go and be positive in our mindset and our outlook on the game. And I think we've got to back ourselves, and we've analysed the first leg of parts where we can improve and parts where we've done well and where we can hurt them, and we're in a positive place.
Kick-off at Tallaght Stadium's at 8. Celtic continue their Champions League qualifying campaign at Parkhead this evening. They're 1-1 with Romanian champions Cluj, heading into the second leg of their third round tie. Kick-off is at 7:45. The Waterford FC manager says the FAI Cup is massive for non-league clubs. The Blues will make the long trek to Donegal. After being drawn with Glengad United in the second round, Waterford beat Maynooth on Sunday in the opener, and manager Alan Reynolds was thrilled with how they were treated there.
The way they looked after us yesterday, and the place looked immaculate yesterday, so I'm sure they'll do the same, and we look forward. It's big days. We played Skerries last year, big days for their club, so they all want a Premier Division scalp, I would have thought. So as I said, we'll prepare and we look forward to it.
The countdown is on to the 4-day August Festival of Racing in Tramore. The action kicks off on Thursday with the first race at 5:15. General manager of the track is Owen Byrne, and he says it's always a big event for the locals.
Look, we always get a great crowd. I mean, the amount of tickets that we're selling to social clubs and things like that this year in the city is unbelievable. We just have hundreds of them coming, so it's great.
While in tennis, Scotland's three-time Grand Slam winner Andy Murray says he's still got plenty to improve on after making his singles comeback last night at the Cincinnati Masters. He was beaten in straight sets by Frenchman Richard Gasquet in his first solo match since January. Murray's also ruled out the possibility of playing in the US Open singles later this month, but he will compete in both the men's and mixed doubles. That's the latest on WLR. Our next bulletin